But first, a royal expert has told the Sun newspaper that Prince Harry may spend Christmas away from his wife, Meghan Markle. Speaking to the paper, veteran royal journalist Phil Dampier said the Duke of Sussex's charity work and his desire to be with his old friends could see the couple on different continents over at least some of the Christmas period. Dampier went on to say, "I'm sure he's lacking some mates that he can go out for a beer with and truly relax. The more he does things on his own and carves out some new projects, the more likely it is that he can heal himself and eventually some of the divisions within his family." Well, let's get reaction to this from one of the most respected royal commentators in the world, broadcaster and journalist and regular pundit on Fox News in the United States, Hilary Fordwich. Hilary, good to see you again. Do you say distancing between the couple? Is there trouble in paradise?
Well, smashing seeing you again, Mark. Thank you for having me. And the operative word you quoted there from Phil was may. I don't think there's anything definite that anybody knows yet, but let's look at all the signals. They actually, as purportedly, definitely Meghan is going to be spending Christmas with her mother, Doria, and that is in Santa Barbara. Well, Santa Barbara is a long way and a different Christmas from Sandringham. They have not been invited by the royal family. So if I might, I normally try to keep my personal feelings out of things, but if I might just say, as an English girl living in America, you know, so much is so different here, but I came here very young. Harry's life and the life of a royal, and think of all that was Sandringham, it's so vastly different from America, Mark. And all I can say is whether it's, you know, when it's sunny and 85 degrees, and it's far more likely that you'd want to go and golf, not that he's a golfer, than you would, you know, be in your Christmas boots and gloves and doing things that we do in England at Christmas. It doesn't feel like Christmas in California. Trust me, I know that, because oftentimes it can be, you know, 60 degrees in Washington. I think, yes, Phil's absolutely right. Not only is he, as he's verbalized, he misses his mates, but I'm sure when you hear the expression, you can take a boy out of England, but you can't take the England out of a boy. All his entire history and his culture and his family and everything that he ever stood for, let alone the mother that he has always loved, aren't there. What does he have? I'll just give you one direct quote from somebody who knows somebody who shared this with me. He just said, Harry said, that because of course he spent Christmas with Doria before, and he just said, not the same. So you can take it from there, how he feels when he says it's just not the same.
Now, Hilary, you correctly predicted the outcome of the US elections, which surprised many people and contradicted most of the polls. What about Harry and Meghan? How long do you give that marriage?
Well, actually, and on your show, I predicted, remember, that Biden would step down, and I said shortly, and it was the next day, actually. Thank you very much for giving me that. But two things here. I actually am going to quote here Prince William, that people, I give great kudos to him, that people on the inside have said that they've heard him say, and I think this is so magnanimous of him. I'll quote Prince William's thoughts on this, and this is exactly actually how I would take the liberty of saying I feel, and I bet a lot of the British public feels, and that is, he said, I hope I was wrong. Remember that he warned his brother, Harry, he warned him about marrying somebody so very, very different, vastly different, with different goals, different aspirations, different background, different absolutely everything. And I would say this, in the business world, Mark, we always say the best predictor of future performance is past productivity. So you hire someone based on what they've done, right? So the best predictor on the future is what's happened in the past. Yeah. Meghan Markle has dumped her country when she married Prince Harry. She dumped her friends. She dumped her own family, like her father and her half-sister and her in-laws. She's dumped all her dog when she went to England. She's actually dumped every single friend that she had. So she has a history of dumping those around her. There you go. There's the track record. Let's see what will happen.
Watch this space. Hilary Fordwich there, who, let me tell you, is the sage of all things business, royal and political, suggesting that at some point, potentially, Harry could be dumped by his own wife. Stay with us, Hilary. I'd love to bring in Kulveer Ranger, if I can, former advisor to Boris Johnson, member of the House of Lords. Kulveer, very sad that, in a sense, Prince Harry faces a tug of love between his family here in the UK and his family in Hollywood, California.
Well, in no way would I want to contradict a sage like Hilary, but and I'll speak at it from a different perspective as a father, and a father of two young children. And that's where I look at Harry, and he's got two beautiful young children, Archie and Lilibet. And it does completely change. It did for me. I'm sure it changes it for many people when they have children. Your priorities, what you think is important, even what Christmas means and where you'll celebrate Christmas. And I think you'll move heaven and earth, wherever you are, to bring your family, your core family, as much as you can with his wife, together and celebrate that special time of year with the children, because those memories, those activities you do, even when the kids are too small for them to remember, you will remember with all the recordings, photos and things that we take nowadays. So I think there's a heart that will pull him to be with his children through Christmas and with his wife. And I think for the future, I think they're still carving out their roles there. We can see that, and I agree with Hilary on her example about where business ethos goes. Past performance, future predictor. But also, Meghan is quite ruthless. She has, in some ways, succeeded at what she has set her ambitions to do. And I think that might look at her potential for success in the future and what she sets her mind to do.
Hilary, last word, couple of seconds if you can.
I think that's absolutely all accurate. Totally accurate about the children. I think many parents and all of us feel that way. However, if that was what kept people together, there wouldn't be any divorces.
There you go. Listen, brilliant stuff. Hilary, always great to have you on the show. My thanks to business and royal and political commentator, the excellent Hilary Fordwich, a regular on, of course, Fox News in the States and a regular on Mark Dolan tonight here in the UK. Thank you, Hilary. Thank you so much.